So welcome back. Uh, we'll be continuing with the last session in which we have been discussing about the technical part of the SEO. And when we did the SEO audit, there were two files which we discussed yesterday that was missing. One is sitemaps and the other one is robots. So we'll see these two files, their importance, so why they are required, where to base them, and how they help in SEO to the search engine, uh, and how they help in getting the pages rank up in the search engine result pages. So before we move on, so what is a sitemap file? So basically, sitemap is a XML file that keeps a list of all the pages of the website. We have many pages on the website, so we keep on adding new pages in the website. Apart from that, we also make changes in the existing website. So many times when we make some changes in the website, it takes weeks and sometimes months for Google to realize that some changes has been made. And whenever Google reads across a page, it creates its own index and it makes a list. It keeps a date when was last modified by Google, or when was last crawled by Google particular page. So what happens is, if there is a list of files, if we keep a list of files, and whenever there is some changes, there is some modification in our website, that list will provide a lot of information to Google, and Google will not read or track all the pages in on the server of our website, but instead it will search the sitemap.xml, and from there only it will come to know that okay, these are the new files which have been added, and these are some of the files which have been modified after the last crawl Google made to this website. So to fast track the process of crawling by Google, sitemap.xml file is required. Now, how do we create a sitemap.xml? So there is a tool which is called xmlsitemaps.com, and that will help in creating this sitemaps.xml file for us, and we can then put it on the website. So let us go live and uh, uh, see how the sitemaps file is created. Before that, you can see that in a sitemap file, there is a list of all the URLs of all the pages there in the website. The second column is the date last modified, and the third column shows the priority. The priority for the home page is always one, and all the pages from the home page have 0.80, 0.70 like priority, and pages which are from not directly linked from the home page will have a lesser priority. So this is the structure of the XML file that we're discussing. Now, where do we keep this file? Once it is created, it should be kept just adjacent to the home page on the root. When we create a website, there is a folder which we call a root. In that root folder itself, this .xml file, sitemap.xml file should be stored. And let us see how that file will be created. So let's go live to this tool where we can see how it is created. So we have a tool XML sitemaps.com, and here we can give the URL. We'll be using the same website, gritm.org, and then we can start. This will create the file for us. It is crawling the website, scanning the website, and it will go through all the pages. It is showing that it has already scanned 24 pages, and there are 9 pages in the queue. The time passed, the time remaining, it is showing everything, and it is creating the sitemap.xml file for us. There may be some large file which takes some more time. Usually it is all the website get scanned within a few minutes only. This XML sitemaps.com is a free tool when your website is small, but when a website will be large, like e-commerce site, then we have to pay XML sitemaps.com to get the professional version, and then it can also create for that. Now it has completed. It has scanned 33 files altogether. View sitemap details. See, jritm.org, this is the home page. It has got the priority of 1. Then all the pages from the home page have 0.80 priority, and other pages from home pages like terms, volunteer form, doc, PDF, these have a lesser priority. So this is the complete detail, and now we can download sitemap.xml and then upload it to the domain root folder of the website. So we can download. This is getting downloaded, sitemap.xml file. Done. So we copy this sitemap.xml file and we'll paste it into this folder. This is where we have a website, all the pages. So this is sitemap.xml. Now what we have to do? We have created this sitemaps.xml. Now we have to upload it to the server. You can see, we can open it using Dreamweaver or any editor to see how it looks like. See, this is the first URL. This is the home page. This is the date and time stamp. 7th we have created. This is the last modified and the priority for each. So what we have to do? We have to upload it. So we'll be using FileZilla, and then this is the sitemap.xml file that we just created. In the previous session, when we were doing the audit, it was showing that sitemap.xml file is missing. Now we'll upload it. And if we do audit after uploading it, then it will give a green tick that this website has sitemap.xml file. So we have uploaded this sitemap.xml file and it has been successfully uploaded. So it will help in the search engine optimization. Now coming back to our PPT once again, what is sitemap.xml file? Sitemap.xml file is a text file with a .xml extension, which as the list of all the files in our website with the priority as well as the last modified time. Now, whenever we make some changes in the file, what we have to do, we have to create this sitemap.xml file again, or we can just edit it. Suppose coming back, sorry. If we can open this sitemap.xml file. Now, suppose we make some changes in the index.php. So what we will do, we'll change the date and the time when it was last modified. Similarly, whenever we'll change the mission.php, we'll do it like this. Now, suppose we add one more file. What we will do, we'll create one, we'll copy this, and suppose we have one more file, we'll go down. And here at the end, before the URL set ends, we will paste it. Suppose the new file added is author.php. So we'll create author.php. We'll give the last date and time when it was modified, and we'll give its priority. If it is from the home page, we'll give it 0.80. If it is from the secondary page, we'll give it 0.64. So in this way, we have to keep updating our XML file. Now, whenever Google will come to our website crawling, and it will search for whether this file has sitemap.xml file or not. If it will find sitemap.xml file, it will not scroll or read the every pages that exist in the website. Instead, it will see what are the new pages after it has scrolled last to this file, and it will only see what changes has been done in some of the pages and what new pages have been added. Whenever Google crawls a website, suppose Google crawls a website today, so it maintains a file, index file with Google itself, where it notes down when this file, when this website was scrawled, and also what are the pages that has been scrolled. So it matches with its own timestamp. And whenever it finds that the timestamp is more than the last time Google scrolled, then it will only scroll those pages. And in this way, Google will have less time to given to this website. And Google wants that for SEO, we should always create the sitemap.xml file so that Google will not have to waste a lot of time. When Google does not find sitemap.xml file, it thinks that if it is start scrolling this particular website, it will have a lot of time wasted, because many pages must have already scrolled. So Google ignores many times and keep it on less priority list for indexing. So in this way, whenever sitemap.xml file will be there, Google will like this process, and it makes Google searching process easier. So it gives higher rank to all those websites which have sitemap.xml file. So what we have to do, we have to create a sitemap.xml file, upload it onto the root folder. Just now we uploaded it onto the root folder, and whenever some changes is made in the website, in the existing pages, we have to just change the last modified date and time. And whenever there is new page added, we have to add that also. Otherwise, we can go to the sitemap creator tool and create a new sitemap.xml and then upload it. That is also one way, or we can keep modifying our existing sitemap.xml file. So coming back to our, right now I'm not saving it. Coming back, this is the structure of our website. You can see in the, this is the root slash that is showing, this is the root. In the root, we have admin dashboard, app data, CSS fonts, images, these are the folders. And then we have some, in the root, we have these files. So here only we have to store this file also, sitemap.xml file, along with the index file. Index file is the home page. It is also there. See, this is the home page, and in the same folder where we have the home page, we have to store the sitemap.xml file. It is easy. We can use the tool, create sitemap.xml, make a routine that after every week, since the live websites are always continuously getting updated and changes are made. So what should be done? Every week, every weekend, we should make a new sitemap.xml file and uh, upload it. Or we can, whenever we are making some changes in some file, we can update the sitemap.xml file. It can also be done programmatically. So if there is some good programmer, then those we can contact our developer, and we can get the program with the help of which this file can be uploaded. Otherwise, if we are not well versed with the programming, then we can use the tool and create this sitemap.xml file. Next is robot.txt file. Robot.txt file is also very important file. Now, to understand robot.txt file, see, in our website, there are many pages, and some of those pages may not be important from search engine result point of view, like the terms and condition page. The terms and condition page is many times uh, of 1,000 pages length. So, and that, this terms and condition page, if Google starts reading it, it is of no use for the user. What are the pages which are useful for the user? Those are the home page, the products page, the services page. The privacy policy page is not important. The login page is not important. It should not, the Google should not spend time to rank these pages. But how will Google understand that these are pages which have to be ranked, or these are the pages which should not be spend time to uh, place it on top? Because there are many pages coming to our, like, if we come to our website, uh, first let us see the website from, this is our website. Okay. So in our website, the home page is important. The mission scope page is important. Call for papers, editorial board. These are the 4 or 5 pages of thesis publication page which are important, which should come in the search engine result. But if we see the website, see the peer review policy, privacy policy, okay, these are very large files. You can see the main files are shorter than these files. These are very large files, but these are of no use to the user. Terms and condition page, you just see the size of the terms and condition page, and you see the size of our main pages. The main pages are much smaller than these pages, which are of no use to the user. So how will Google know that which file is important to us for search engine ranking and which are not important? So for that, we create a robot.txt file. See here in this diagram, I've shown that the home page is important, but maybe terms and condition page is larger than the home page itself, and the category or the product page is smaller than the other pages. So Google will maybe spend more time in terms and condition page, and that is of no use to us. So robot.txt file comes into play. With the help of robot.txt file, we tell Google which are important file for ranking and which are file which is not important, and Google should not spend time on those files. So in this way, when we create a robot.txt file, we mention what are important files and what are not important. So what will happen? Google will spend time on only the important files which are important from the search engine result point of view. So what is the structure of robot.txt file? If we see the robot.txt file, it has, see here, it has a user agent which tells which search engines should scroll the your website. So we usually give asterisk because we want all search engines to scroll on the website. Now we have another two components, disallow and allow. Disallow will tell the robots, the search engines, that don't waste time on these files. And allow will uh, tell the robot that these files should be used for crawling. So usually what we do, we only mention which file should be disallowed. That will also help the search engine to understand that these files have to be left and the remaining file have to be used for indexing. So in our case, you can see uh, there are about, if we can count, there will be 40 or 45 files altogether in this. And there are some folders. And if we go to these folders, there are many images and there are internal files also. So now it is our duty that we should tell the search engines that only spend time in the important pages. And if you come to the website, you see the home page is important, the about, mission, vision, peer review policy, publication ethics. Some of these pages call for papers, editorial board, author guide. Maybe in author guide, we have submit manuscript. This is also not important. So only 4 or 5 pages are important. Others are not important. So in any website, if you come to like tripleSpatna.com, if you come to this website, home is important, about is important. The most important are the services page, the web design page, the digital marketing page, the software development page, the app development page. These are more important. So what these are the services. So people will be searching for best website design company, best digital marketing company, best software development. So these are the pages which have to be ranked. But if you see the uh, all the pages, there are more than 1,000 pages in the tripleSpartner.com which are not important from the search engine result perspective. So robot.txt file will help the search engines to understand or to categorize which are the files which where they should invest time, and in this way our pages will be ranked higher. And when we do audit, if robots.txt file is missing, then it tells that there's no robot.txt file, there's no site XML file. So on page SEO activities, these are very important. So now coming back, how to create. If this is important, what should be done? So to create robot.txt file, we can use SEO Optimer tool. There's a free tool, SEO Optimer, we have used in the last session also. And robot txt generator, this is the hyperlink which we used, and there you can generate the uh, a robot.txt file, or we can uh, create it manually also, uh, and name it robot.txt file, and disallow all those files which are not important and allow those files which are important. And then similarly, we can upload it to the root folder. So if we come to this page, yes, see, I have created one file for, this is how we create. This is the robot txt generator. So robots.txt, this is robots.txt, is a file that can be placed in the root folder of your website to help search engines index your site more appropriately. Search engines such as Google use website crawlers or robots that review all the content on your website. There may be parts of your website that you don't want them to crawl to include in user search result, such as admin page. I showed you many other pages also, terms and conditions pages, etc. You can add these pages to the file to be explicitly ignored while crawling. Robots.txt file use something called robots exclusion protocol, and this website will easily generate the file. So here we have to see, we have to mention the name of the sitemap file. We just created a sitemap file because sitemap file is to be treated separately. Then we say which search engine should be used. So we leave it default. So all the search engines will be used. And here we have to mention which are the files which are not important for us. Suppose we have a privacy policy file in the root. So we'll mention root privacy policy file. Maybe we have terms and conditions. So we'll keep on adding all those files which are not important for us, and then we can create and download the robots.txt file. It will create the robot.txt file, and see here we have downloaded robot.txt file, and then we can upload it to the website folder. So once it will be uploaded, and when you do audit, it will give a green tick that yes, you have already uploaded the robots.txt file, because it helps search engine to recognize which files should be ignored while crawling and which are important files. The sitemap.xml file tells the search engines that which are the files which have been modified after Google crawled last. So in this way, these two files, the robots.txt file and the sitemap.xml file, tells the search engine about which file should be used for crawling, and in this way they help search engines to not waste their time in crawling all the files. And when search engine gets help through robots.txt file and sitemap.xml file, they will treat the website better than the other, and then they help in getting your website ranked high.